Red Rock West Decode for Charlie Kirk again. This is another Charlie Kirk death prediction video, or at least there's some connections in here. The film right now, we're going to go to it. It's on YouTube for free, so if you've not seen it, it's not too bad of a film. Anyway, before we just get into that, just note that this is Nicolas Cage. So there's our first reference with Nicolas Cage, okay? We can't ignore the Snake Eyes connection now with Nicolas Cage, right? So that's the first major sort of connection. Then let's go to the actual film. Now, again, spoiler alert, if you want to watch it, you've got a chance to. But this is towards the end of the film, and somebody is going to get stabbed. I don't really want to have to explain everything in the plot and what the hell's going on. But needless to say, this is Dennis Hopper here, and his character is a hitman. He is a hitman, an assassin, and he is about to kill this. Well, I don't know if he actually kills the guy, but he's just watch. Okay, he's got this knife up his sleeve. Okay. Okay, and right, did you get that? That knife just stabbed that guy in the neck. Okay, there's Nicolas Cage. Okay, and I think you can probably just make the knife out right here. Right where Charlie Kirk gets shot. Now, without getting too technical with what character's what, this character is responsible for stealing a certain sum of money. And the certain sum of money is $1.9 million. Okay, so the numerology, this is the big sum of money that is associated with this character, 1.9 million. So we have the 910 numerology, okay, right there with just the 1 9, okay. So not only do we have that reference with this character, what else do we got, Dan? We've also got another couple of nice little bits as well in this film. Now I'm going to show you. Do I need to show you that other bit? I don't think I do. We won't worry about it for right now because I've explained the. Well, I will actually. I will because we're going to use. Let me see. I've got the time written down here. Let's see if I can get to it. Right, this will be fairly close. So this is the character that just got stabbed, and we've got another character as well that's the ex. Well, it's not the ex-wife, it's the wife, and he basically had paid Dennis Hopper to come and kill her. Well, and everything went. You know, Dennis Hopper found out there was a certain amount of money. These were ex-crooks, and he's got a whole bunch of money, and so that's the film, right? Anyway, this is the wanted description, right, for these two. Now, what you're going to see, you probably can't make it out, but January the 16th, 1950 is what I think it is. It's really difficult to see. But there's a date on here for this character's date of birth. Okay? And we're going to use that in some number jumps now, right? Because it's kind of interesting. So you've seen we've got, just to recap, we've got Nicolas Cage, the Snake Eyes connection. We've got this guy getting stabbed in the neck in exactly the right spot for Charlie Kirk, okay, by an assassin, okay. And then we've also got this theft that they did is 1.9 million, okay. So we have the numerology for the 10th of September. Now, if we go into here and we go to the actual, it's J.T. Walsh is the guy that's playing this guy that gets stabbed, okay. We've got his death date, 2/27/98, a little pie reference there. And we've also got his birthday, which is September the 28th, 1943. So we'll keep that in mind, and let's start on the number jumps. Oh, as well, before we keep that in mind, let's just look at the release dates for the film, 1/28/94, and this one here I'm finding more interesting with these French ones, just because of the whole connection back to that Charles de Gaulle assassination. So this French connection thing, super interesting. Anyway, so 6/16/93. So let's just do some number jumps. So we've got one of the release dates, 6/16/93, through to this fictional birthday on that wanted poster. It's 15858. Okay. Let's do another number jump now. So this is the guy in the film, the character in the film. This is that same fictional birthday through to now the death of TJ Walsh, or well, Walsh, let's just say Walsh, I can't remember if it's TJ or JT. Anyway, this actor's death date, it's 1/75/75. Okay, so what, Dan? So let's do the next number jump. We don't want that one yet. Let's do the next number jump, which is his death again through to Charlie Kirk's death. Now this becomes interesting. 1/0058. Okay, so we have a 158 now being referenced, and then obviously if you don't include end date, you're going to get 1/0057. I know that's not a 75, okay, but you've either got 1/0058 or 57, okay, for his death through to Charlie Kirk's death. Okay, this is the guy getting stabbed in the neck. And then when we look at some of these number jumps, you know, with the film release, the French connection there, through to this fictional birthday that's in the film, 15858. You know, it's doubled up. Okay, and then that date through to his death, 1/75/75. Quite fascinating. So now I'm going to show you something else that's kind of fascinating, because that 1/75/75 I've seen before, and it's also, I don't know if I've seen it in relation to this, what I'm about to show you, or whether it's something else. But anyway, the end of World War II, the 2nd of September 1945 through to Charlie Kirk's birthday is 1/75/75. Okay, so what? So they make a point in the film of actually, right at the start of the film, actually, they make a point of the two people. Okay, let me explain this through this. Nicolas Cage, his character, is an army vet. Okay, Dennis Hopper's character is an army vet, and it's interesting, it's from Dallas as well. It's the Dallas reference, yeah, with JFK. So we've got this reference to war or to the army. Yeah, I know World War II, okay, neither of them directly reference World War II, but, and this is, again, I'm going to show you another spot in here. It's not a direct reference to World War II, but we're going to go back to that scene. So not only did Walsh get stabbed, okay, but if I could find the right spot, hang on a minute, I've got it written down as well. I'm getting a bit more technical. Okay, we got, I think it's one, here we are, somewhere here. Let me just play well, let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, let's just play this little spot here. Okay, so we've got the two war vets fighting now, and then we have this reference to, this looks like more like World War I stuff here, but spoiler alert, Dennis Hopper is going to end up on the end of that bike. He's also going to get stabbed. Okay. In connection to war again. So this is, I don't know, you know, is it a reference? You know, the fact that this is showing up with, you know, with the end of World War II, and again, where have I got it here? And this showing up in the film. I don't know. Maybe. It's just fascinating that numbers, and it's not just like a, you know, it's kind of an interesting looking number as well. 17575. Okay. Anyway, before I, you know, on the number jumps, when I was looking at number jumps, something interesting popped up, which was the Walsh's birthday, his real birthday, 9/28/43, through to the French Connection release of the film, okay, was 1816. And you know, I'm like, oh, that is super interesting with French Connection, and back to Madonna again with the French Connection, yeah, with our Channel Tunnel French Connection death prediction. So I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll just run some numbers for the gal. Okay, where's she in here? We get a picture of her. This gal here. Hang on. See if it'll come on to her. And also she ends up on the train, and there is some numbers on the side of the train as well, which I thought was interesting, which was, I can't remember what they were off the top of my head, but it was like 917181 maybe. Anyway, this is the girl in the film as well. Okay. Let me show you her birthday. Let's see what I got here. So I also did, right, before I get onto that, I also did his birthday through to Madonna's birthday. And let's just look at this. Okay, so that was interesting. 718. Sean Penn, Madonna's first husband, is 817. And don't forget that Charlie Kirk's death date was Guy Ritchie's, who's Madonna's second husband. That's his birthday. It was his 57th birthday, which is kind of also interesting with this, you know, 57 number popping up. Okay. Let me do her birthday. This is the actress that is playing. Let's just show you. This is the character here, Susan Brown or Anne McCord. Okay, Laura Finn Boyle. Okay. Oh, what was interesting about her is she does have a relative that is a politician named Charlie. Bit of a kind of a loose connection. She's got the Chicago connection, but you know, there may be some other stuff in some other films. I don't know. But anyway, 3/24/70. Let's look at her. Where do we get to? 3/24/70 through to this, you know, date that we've got pegged out for Madonna, the 22nd of October, for a potential fake death for Madonna in the Channel Tunnel. 20302. Fascinating with the, you know, again with the palindromic numbers, absolutely crazy. And also, if you drop that end date off, let's just check something. 201st triangular, and look at the composite number again. 18007. I mean, it's interesting. Okay. I also did her birthday through to Rocco Ritchie. I thought that might be interesting. I just, you know, just randomly checking stuff. And again, we get the 10. You know, we've got 1199, or we've got in the center of this, you can see the 10/9 for the death day. And also, don't forget, Rocco Ritchie's father is 10/9 as well. His birthday is 10/9. So interesting stuff. And also with that 1009, or 10, not 1009, 109. Let's see, right at the start of here, This was the original, the regular release of the film through to Charlie Kirk's birthday, 106. Yeah, I know. Flip that. Flip the 6 for a 9. Marginally interesting. Bit of a botch, bit of a fudge job. And we've got a pi reference as well here, which was interesting with the death of Walsh on 227 numerology for pi again. So I think we're going to leave it there. That's all I really wanted to show you in that film. There are some other numbers and bits and pieces going on in the film which I haven't bothered to look at. Of course, it is interesting that Nick Cage, the end of the film is the train. Okay, so that is also interesting, and I didn't really spend a lot of time looking at the numbers on the side of the train. Like I said, there was a 917181, I think it was, number on the side of the train. But again, this idea of money being stolen. This is when the reset happens. That's what's going to happen. The dollar is going to zero. People are going to go absolutely ape shit when their life savings and everything they got in the bank ain't worth jack. That's what's going to happen when they reset the system here coming up. Well, I don't know if that's going to be World War III or some format of World War III, but they have to have a good excuse to crash this dollar big time, and the dollar is going to go to zilch, and there's going to be a lot of upset people, and there's going to be a lot of desperate people, and desperate people will accept what's on offer. So just saying, there's going to be a huge robbery. Fiat currency is a huge robbery anyway, day to day, with inflation, right? But it's going to be mega. Well, anyway, you know what I'm saying. This thing is going to devalue to zilch. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, catch you on another one soon. All right, cheers, bye.